Okay, welcome church family. Tonight we have breaking news. I'm sure you're used to seeing those on TV all the time. So the elders and the ministers met Tuesday night this week after the governor made his announcement about church worship. So we got together and we talked about it, prayed about it, thought about it. So we have an announcement I'm going to read to you just so you'll be fully aware of where we are and what we're doing. To our church family from your elders, we hope you are coping well during this unusual time in which we find ourselves. We are just like you and pray we could be with you in person and not just in spirit. We have not physically met as a family since the middle of March and it has been a burden on all of our hearts. Yesterday, the governor announced that churches could begin worshiping together with several recommended conditions to allow gathering and prevent the spread of COVID-19. There were a lot of conditions that the governor added. I'm going to go through those real quick here. Online platforms are strongly encouraged, which is what we've been doing. Signs advise no entry of recent fever symptoms or contact with a positive patient. 6-foot physical distancing except for family groups. Face coverings worn at times inside by anyone over 10 years old. Worship leaders addressing the congregation plus performing singers may take masks off. 12-foot physical distance required at these times. Hand sanitizing stations at entrances. Meet and greet times moved outside as possible. Refreshments offered outside only. Lines for entry and exit monitored for distancing. No physical contact. Eliminate use of items touched by multiple people like collection plates and shared books. Refrain from having people come forward to common altar rail for Holy Communion, blessings, etc. Those are those words, not ours. No classes for youth or child care, and sanitize common areas. We feel these conditions are too restricting for us to worship effectively. Based on our estimates, we would only be able to seat 150 people at a time. We can physically implement most of these, but the condition to wear a mask at all times presents potential issues that we believe are too difficult for us to manage. Therefore, sadly, we have decided to not resume physical services at this time until we feel confident that we can safely provide a worship service that is meaningful to us and God. We will continue offering online worship classes and giving as we have been for the last several weeks. Lord's Supper supplies are still available as of now. We hope and pray that these conditions will be removed from us in the near future, and we will once again be physically reunited in spirit and truth. We will keep you all updated as to when we will be able to meet face-to-face for worship again. Remember the greatest commandments, especially during these times, Matthew 22:37-40. And he said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments depend on all the law and the prophets. We love you all and pray that you'll stay safe and keep your heart with God. And that's from all the elders and the ministers. So basically just keep doing what we're doing. Stay safe, keep your distance, and pray that God takes this away from us as soon as possible. Thank you all.